Hey folks. So I just had a lovely day. Um, Working on some ideas for the piano course, writing up an outline for the next couple of next couple days really. I'm still kind of like working out what the next couple weeks are going to be. And I am exhausted. This whole starting a business is tiring thing is definitely true. I'm clocking why that's a thing. Um, and I'm just noticing like I've gotta get rest. And I think it's this, there's almost like a kind of adrenaline rush that I'm riding on and that I've been riding on, and it is kind of like, it keeps going. I had a great conversation today with another friend of mine who has another platform that is potentially going to be a great outlet for another musical event and possible, potential to maybe generate some interest in the course and really good stuff. It's all like, I feel like every day is like a new kind of like just a sign that things are on the right track. I keep getting these messages and this sense that just things are really going in a good direction, that I'm on the right track. And I'm noticing that I'm just exhausted. Like it's one of those things where it kind of like burns all of the time out of my day. It doesn't matter how much time I have. But it takes all of it. And I'm kind of also clocking that as a reality in terms of just my life, my family life, my relationship to Annalise, my relationship to Katie. There's a fair amount of, I would say, learning going on there. Just realizing, oh, this is really what that involves, because I've experienced this before, of course, like when we were writing MacGyver, or when we were when I was working on a show or writing. I've had various little projects here and there where it was like it took everything all the time. It was the only thing I thought about for weeks or sometimes months, and it completely absorbed me. So I'm not new to this. I'm just new to it in this way. It's a different thing. It's a new way to be feeling this and kind of engaging with it. And I want to be healthy. I want to have a happy life. I want to have a healthy life and healthy relationships and be able to be present. There's the thing that I keep coming back to. This is kind of, I think, this is what I think today's been really good to sort of help me settle into, is there's a sense that the foundation of what I'm doing, the foundation of this course and of everything else too, is all about being in the present moment, being right here, right now, and whatever is right here, right now is the right thing. Never making the world wrong for what's happening to me, because ultimately I'm generating this experience so that this is my reality, this is my evolution. And just keeping that in mind as I'm doing something like this business is really interesting, because it's the central thing that I'm doing in the business, actually, and it's also the most important thing for me to keep in mind in my whole life as I'm doing that work. And it's kind of interesting feeling the tension between what the kind of like manifest world is demanding of me right now, what the time commitments are, what the actual like content producing commitments are. Feeling all that is just, feeling all that in the context of it all being about the moment, being in the moment and receiving from the moment and letting the moment through and never not being at war with the moment. That's a really interesting place. And I have to say it's a really exciting place to be, because it's like deepening that practice. There's a way in which I feel like I'm being called to just recognize the truth of what I'm actually saying on an even deeper level, and to be just become even more convinced of it, to recognize it again in a new way, with new impact, new context. So that's super cool. I have to say that's super cool, and it's a real pleasure to feel that at the end of a day like this, where I've just kind of like bounced from one call to the next, meeting to the next, just been in and out of stuff, and like all day long. And I get to the end of the day and I'm like, whew, I made it, but I barely made it, to remember that this is such an affirmation, and this is such an opportunity to, let this realization become even deeper, because I'm putting something out into the world that is based on this, and that is sharing this, and that's creating even more, other opportunities for people to feel this on piano and in their musical life and whatnot. So it's cool. It's super cool. And I think that's what I got today, people. I'm gonna go to sleep now. I love you all. So grateful that you're in my life. I will see you again tomorrow. Hopefully I will have had a couple hours rest before my next post. But I appreciate you, and I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye.